Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 25 carries, 114 yards, and a score.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play here for Dallas. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Prescott. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. On 2nd and goal. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. First down, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the 24, Prescott. Flushed out right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Looking to throw, Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Eagles have recovered. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Draw play, Elliott. And the the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
The kick by Carlson is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. So the screen... First down throw for Prescott. From the left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Prescott on 1st down. And that's Elliott, complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Final play of the half, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving again to everybody at home as we take a look ahead to what's coming up both later today and this weekend. In the 1 o'clock games, one that immediately catches the eye is in our nation's capital, a big test for the Washington football team as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. In the late afternoon games, all eyes will be on Las Vegas, a glitzy matchup there, where it'll be the Raiders taking on the Las...
And just like that... They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On first down, Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. In trouble, and he's taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Myles Garrett in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. And his pass incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Prescott. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Philadelphia, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5.